Welcome back to another edition of Arsenal Sports, and today we are starting our top 5 series of the NBA. So today we're going to be doing point guards, and John's going to kick us off with number 5.
That's right. At number 5, starting off, we have John Wall, the point guard from the Washington Wizards. I really like John Wall. He isn't the most consistent shooter, but he has absolutely phenomenal speed getting down the court, and he has very good court vision, getting his teammates assists. He averaged 10 assists per game last year. So I think John Wall can get better, possibly, going forward. But right now, he isn't a dominant force like some of these other guys are. And moving along to number 4, Jack, who do we have there?
At number 4, also the 4th pick of the 2007 NBA draft from Ohio State, we have Mike Conley. And we feel Mike Conley is one of the most underrated players in the NBA, plays for the Memphis Grizzlies, so he doesn't get a lot of hype. He averages around 16 points and 5 assists, but elevated those numbers in the playoffs when it matters most. And that's something you know about Mike Conley. He's going to be consistent, and when it matters, he's going to play even better. And now to John for the next point guard.
That's right. Now, see, in this situation, our next 2 point guards we're going to present together because they're so good, they're so close. At 2B, we have Chris Paul.
And at 2A, we have Russell Westbrook.
Right, and the difference between them is that Paul is very consistent. He'll give you points when you need it, but he isn't necessarily the spectacular playmaker that Russell Westbrook is. However, Westbrook's play can sometimes hurt the team. So that's why we put Paul at 2B and Russell at 2A. Now, Paul, like I said, very consistent, average 19 points a game, shoots almost 40% from 3, 48.5% from the field, 10 assists per game, double-double player, averages a double-double. In the playoffs, he played pretty well while the team around him kind of sunk. He played his best, and Chris Paul does have a bad reputation for shrinking in the playoffs, but I think he played just about as well as he could last season.
Great, and Russell Westbrook at 2A, again, like we said, he can be spectacular at times, but he can also hurt the team at times, which is why we couldn't really decide who's going to be a 1 or who's going to be 2 and who's going to be 3 between those 2 players. Anyways, he led the league last year in points per game, 28 points, averaged 8.6 assists and 7 rebounds a game, even averaged triple-double for an entire month, which is pretty insane.
And unheard of.
When Durant wasn't playing, and the team really needed him to do that. Fortunately, couldn't get him into the playoffs, but showed his ability to take over games and as a special impact player. And, John, who's our number 1 point guard?
Number 1 shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. Number 1 is Stephen Curry. You know all about Stephen Curry, the NBA Finals not MVP, but he could have been the MVP of the playoffs, certainly, with how he played. He averaged almost 24 points per game in the regular season, 7.7 assists, 2 steals in the regular season, and then in the postseason stepped up, played even better, averaged 28 points per game, shot 44% from 3 in both regular season and postseason. He's just a phenomenal point guard. He can pass, he can shoot, he can drive, he can play great defense. He can do just about everything, and with him being healthy the past few seasons, he's showing that he's the best point guard in the NBA today.
All right, guys, that's our top 5. Let us know who your top 5 is in the comments below. Please subscribe. Thank you.